wife will treat her husband. Let's talk about it, because these women literally can be just as manipulative, controlling, and emotionally abusive as a narcissistic man. Number one, she is always going to be disappointed in you. Nothing you do will ever be enough. You can move mountains for her and she'd still find fault. She'll nag, over-explain, talk down to you like you're a child, and make you feel like you are the problem. That is emotional abuse in disguise, because her favorite weapon is your self-doubt. Number two, she lives in this fantasy world where she swears she could have done better than you. You'll hear, I should have married so-and-so, or you're holding me back. Every insult is designed to chip away at your confidence until you literally start believing you're lucky she even stayed. Number three, she's going to strip away your connections. No friends, no support system, especially not a woman friend. Because if you have any people who remind you of who you are harder to control. So she'll mock you, mock your friends, guilt you out of socializing, or claim everyone is a bad influence except for her. Number four, you'll start feeling guilty for wanting intimacy with your own wife. She'll reject you, make sarcastic comments, and make you question your worth. That physical rejection is strategic. She's not just saying, not tonight. She's saying, you don't deserve me. Number five, there's always a double standard. You question one of her friends, you're controlling. But she can trash yours all day long. That constant you're the problem narrative keeps you walking on eggshells. Number six, you are her emotional punching bag. Every unresolved trauma, every past heartbreak, she is going to take it out on you, sometimes financially and sometimes emotionally. She'll run up your credit card or sabotage something important and call it getting even. Number seven, she will control everything. The money, the decisions, the schedule. You'll start to feel less like a husband and more like her employee. She'll demand updates, question every move, and somehow make your paycheck her trophy. And number eight, she will constantly threaten to leave. Divorce becomes her favorite manipulation tactic. It's her way of keeping you scared and submissive, because a man in fear is a man that she can control. At the end of the day, a narcissistic wife does not want a partner. She wants a servant. And the more you try to love her, the more she'll punish you for it. Ways a narcissistic wife will treat her husband.
Well, that was a lot. Excuse me. That was pretty disturbing. If you're a guy in one of these relationships, I genuinely feel bad for you. Like, holy crap, that'd be terrible to be with a woman that's like that. I can't imagine just being with somebody that controls you like that. Basically has you wrapped, you're wrapped under her thumb, or whatever that saying is. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. It doesn't sound fun. Whenever you hear the happy wife, happy life thing, I kind of go back to happy house, happy spouse. And that's what my wife actually sent me. She sent me a text, I think it was recently, like a couple months ago, where it's it's not happy wife, happy life, it's happy spouse, happy house. You guys are both in this together. That's what makes a good couple. That's what makes a strong marriage, a strong couple, is happy spouse, happy house. It's not for one person, it's for both of you guys. When it starts becoming one person is the happiness, that's where I think the problem starts to become. Because if one person's happy, the other person's not happy. And when that happens, trouble happens. But she made a lot of good points here. What was the thing that she was saying? I think it was number 3. I can't remember what it was, but she made some good points on that one. So, good points all around. Yeah, it does not sound fun. If you are with one of these women, run really far. I don't know how people become this way. You know, I'm guessing they get it from their parents. One of their parents was probably a narcissist, maybe very controlling, wanted things done their own way, and they used it to control the relationship and control them. They just want to be controlling, and they want everything done their way, and that's not what God wants, and that's not what is gonna make a good house. Not for your kids, not for anybody. So, yeah. So here, let me go over this one more time, and maybe I can go through the points again
Let's
here.
talk about it, because these women literally can be just as manipulative, controlling, and emotionally abusive as a narcissistic man. Number one, she is always going to be disappointed in you. Nothing you do will ever be enough. You can move mountains for her, and she'd still find fault. She'll nag, over-explain, talk down to you like you're a child, and make you feel like you are the problem. That is emotional abuse in disguise, because her favorite weapon is your self-doubt. Number two, she lives in this fantasy world where she swears she could have done better than you. You'll hear, "I should have married so-and-so," or "You're holding me back." Every insult is designed to...
Yeah, that would make me so angry. That would make anybody so angry, man or woman. If somebody starts saying I should have married so-and-so, that would piss me off to whatever. You know what I mean? That would just piss me off if your spouse started talking like that. You do not do that at all. Man or woman. You know, a man doesn't do that to his wife, a woman doesn't do that to her husband. That is not something that you do in a marriage at all. Do not cross that. Don't bark up that tree. That's not something that you ever want to do. That's evil.
Wait your confidence until you literally start believing you're lucky she even stayed. Number three, she's going to strip away your connections. No friends, no support system, especially not a woman friend. Because if you have any people who remind you of who you are harder to control. So she'll mock you, mock your friends, guilt you out of socializing, or claim everyone is a bad influence except for her. Number four,
I think maybe what she's talking about is that if you start having friends tell you that, hey, this is who you are, you're a great person, you need to, you are this person, then you'll start seeing that in yourself, and then she's afraid that you'll start seeing, or man or woman, whoever the narcissist is, they'll be afraid that you'll start seeing that in yourself, and then they can't control you anymore. That means you'll gain some self-confidence, you'll gain a lot of, confidence in yourself, and you'll realize that you're not going to put up with that anymore, and you're not going to put up with it, and you'll stand up, and that's what they're afraid of. They don't want you to stand up for yourself. They want to control you. They want to make sure that you are the punching bag.
You'll start feeling guilty for wanting intimacy with your own wife. She'll reject you, make sarcastic comments, and make you question your worth. That physical rejection is strategic. She's not just saying, "Not tonight." She's saying, "You don't deserve me." Number five, there's always a double...
Yeah, that's just... If a person or anybody in the relationship or marriage is at a point where you can't give comments to one another because you're afraid of getting a bad comment back, like, that's really sad. You know, my wife and I try to give each other good comments and good feedback all the time. I compliment her cooking, she compliments how I work hard at work, and you go back and forth and you compliment each other. So it builds up your marriage, it builds up yourself. If somebody's tearing you down like that, I just can't imagine just walking around just feeling hopeless, feeling non-love, you're not loved, that they don't care about you, and there's no trust. If someone's doing that, there is absolutely no trust. If you have a bad day at work or something happens, you feel probably that you can't go to that person. You can't go to that person and say, "I've had a crappy day, can I please talk to you?" They're not going to probably do that, and they'll probably feel way lonelier than if they're actually, like, single. It's kind of like you might as well be single if you're living with this person.
You question one of her friends, you're controlling. But she can trash yours all day long. That constant "you're the problem" narrative keeps you walking on eggshells. Number six, you are her emotional punching bag. Every unresolved trauma, every past heartbreak, she is going to take it out on you, sometimes financially and sometimes emotionally. She'll run up your credit card or sabotage something important and call it getting even. Number 7, she will control.
Yeah, I don't like the getting even thing. Uh, Forgiveness is a good thing in life and in a marriage. If you do something, let's say you're married and you do something to your wife, or your wife does something to you, and then you just kind of say that, hey, time for me to get back at you, whatever you did wrong, I'm going to get back with you. That's not forgiving. That's not giving forgiveness. You're not doing what God said to do, which was forgive. And if you hold somebody to that, that's just going to create a whole bunch of problems when it comes to this whole getting even thing. That's just a recipe for disaster. That's going to end in a lot of bad things happening. It's not good. Not good at all for people to get even because of doing something like that. It's not good. That's just not the way you do it. You talk about it, you apologize, you forgive, you move on. No matter what it is, you should try to do it your best. You know what I mean?
Everything. The money, the decisions, the schedule. You'll start to feel less like a husband and more like her employee. She'll demand updates, question every move, and somehow make your paycheck her trophy. Number 8, she will constantly threaten to leave. Divorce becomes her favorite manipulation tactic. It's her way of keeping you scared and submissive, because a man in fear is a man that she can control. At the end of the day, a narcissistic wife does not want a partner. She wants a servant. And the more you try to love her, the more she'll punish you for it.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, some of these people that are like this probably want a weak spouse or person that they could push around. And when you start throwing out the D word, the divorce word, that's bad. That's bad. That should never come up unless something like big happens in a marriage. You know, you should never bring it up anyway, but sometimes, unfortunately, things happen and it will have to come up, you know, like if somebody commits adultery or something like that. That's probably or if someone gets hit or anything like that. That's when I think you can bring it up, I believe. Like I said, it's just, divorce is a terrible thing. I don't wish it upon anybody. It's a terrible thing. It affects you, it affects your kids, it affects your happiness. So it's a terrible thing, and it's sad that it's becoming more common lately. I feel like people aren't being faithful, and they're not doing what God wanted you to do, which was cherish your marriage and not just divorce just because you're unhappy or whatever. So, but anyway, just getting back to that. Yeah, if she's just throwing around the divorce word just because she's unhappy or you're doing something that maybe she didn't like or anything like that, that's just wrong. That's wrong, and you shouldn't do that. Nobody should do that, man or woman. Don't do that. Don't throw around that. And if you are one of these people that has a spouse like that, look deep inside yourself and how do you fix that? I'd say do you bring it up to your spouse? Like if you say like, hey, like I'm tired of you treating me like this, knock it off. Well, like, and then she starts saying like stop doing, like saying the divorce or something, like she'll start mentioning the divorce and something like that. Then you probably should say like, hey, don't ever throw around that word ever again. Like if you start standing up for yourself, they'll probably stop. I think the reason why they do this is because you let them do it. You know what I mean? Like if you actually start standing up for yourself and saying knock it off, don't talk like this, I don't like it, stop throwing around that word, she'll probably stop. And the other person will probably, or if you're a woman and your husband's doing that, he'll probably stop. Maybe I would say go to counseling, try to figure it out. Say how you're feeling, go to a counselor about it. So unfortunately, some people you just can't fix. It's the truth. Some people don't want to be fixed. So, but I wish that nobody has to go through this. This sounds awful. I'm so happy that I have a wife that is faithful, that treats me well, gives me amazing comments throughout the day, throughout the week. Just tells me that I'm a good man, that I work hard for our family, I'm a good father. And I do the same thing for her, guys. You need to compliment each other, forgive one another, be loving towards each other. Don't ever throw around threats, or don't ever treat your wife like you're her dad, or or have your wife treat you like your mom. It should be happiness, like if you guys are best friends but you're married, and that's the person that you want to be with. If you are somebody that's in this type of relationship, build up yourself and your character first, and then I think stand up for yourself, and they'll probably stop doing this, or at least they'll know that, hey, this isn't working anymore, I gotta go to plan B and maybe try something else, and then that won't work, and then I guess I don't know what happens after that. I think you need to tell them how you feel, counseling, read books, maybe relationship books, maybe something like that, and maybe that'll work. So, but I pray for the people that if you are with somebody like this, I'm sorry. I hope it gets better. I hope that they change, because this does not sound fun. So, but anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Until next time, I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know if you guys want any other video. I did create a TikTok account. It should be at Goss, like my here name on YouTube. So I have a TikTok, so if you guys want me to, if you want to send me videos on there, you can, and I'll try to react to it, the ones that I want to react to. So yeah, I got a TikTok now, just to try to find videos like this to react to, because sometimes YouTube doesn't have videos like this sometimes, or at least I can't find them. So, but anyway, thank you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.